Everyone has zoomed into a photo and watched it fall apart into a blurry mess. For decades, that was just physics. The detail simply wasn't there, so you couldn't get it back. Then deep learning changed the rules. Super resolution takes a small, soft image and produces a large, sharp one, inventing believable detail that was never actually captured. The enhance button that felt like Hollywood magic became something real, and it's now sitting quietly inside your phone and your television. Today, we're breaking down what super resolution really is, why it's genuinely harder than it sounds, how models learn to do it, and where it powers the tech around you. Let's start by clearing up the biggest misconception, because super resolution is not the same thing as making a picture bigger. Think about the ordinary way of enlarging an image, the kind your photo viewer does. It stretches the pixels and smoothly guesses the colors in between, which we call bicubic interpolation. You get a bigger picture, but it's just as blurry, only larger because no genuinely new detail was added. The fine texture was missing, and stretching can't invent it. The learned approach is completely different. Instead of averaging neighboring pixels, a trained network reconstructs the sharp edges and textures that a low-resolution image lost. It has seen millions of images, so it knows what skin, brick, and hair are supposed to look like up close, and it fills that plausible high-frequency detail back in. The result genuinely looks captured, not stretched. So how does a model actually pull that off? Follow the process once, and the whole idea clicks. It starts with the low-resolution image, the blurry input we want to enhance. This is all the model gets to work with, and crucially, a lot of the fine information is genuinely gone, not just hidden. Then the network predicts the missing high-frequency detail, drawing on patterns learned from huge image collections. It estimates where sharp edges and fine textures should go, essentially recalling what this kind of content looks like at full clarity. It isn't copying pixels from anywhere. It's inferring what plausibly belongs there. Next, it reconstructs a larger, crisp output. The predicted detail gets woven together into a clean, high-resolution image, one that looks like it was captured that way rather than stretched up from something smaller. And here's the clever training trick that makes all of this possible. You take sharp, high-resolution photos and shrink them down to create matching blurry inputs, giving you unlimited paired examples for free. The model then learns the mapping from small to large by seeing countless before and after pairs, so it never needs a human to label anything. Now that we've seen the mechanism, 3 ideas capture what makes super resolution tick. First, it reconstructs detail rather than simply stretching pixels. That's the whole point. The model actively rebuilds sharp structure that plain upscaling can never recover, which is why the results look genuinely detailed instead of just bigger. Second, this is what researchers call an ill-posed problem. Many different sharp images could have blurred down to the very same small one, so there's no single correct answer. The model has to predict the most plausible version, and that means it sometimes guesses. Newer methods like GANs and diffusion models are especially good at making those guesses look photorealistic. Third, it learns from downsampled pairs. Because you can generate low-resolution versions of any sharp photo, the training data is effectively endless, and that abundance is a big reason these models got so good, evolving from early networks to today's diffusion upscalers. All right, let's lock in the essentials worth remembering. The task turns a low-resolution image into a sharp, high-resolution one, reconstructing detail rather than just enlarging the pixels. Because plain interpolation only blurs bigger, a learned network has to intelligently hallucinate the missing high-frequency textures and edges. The problem is fundamentally ill-posed, trained on pairs made by downsampling, and it quietly powers phone zoom, TV upscaling, old film restoration, satellite imagery, and medical imaging. Just remember it invents detail, so it can fabricate features, which is risky for forensics. If you enjoy AI concepts made this clear, Standarity.com has plenty more waiting for you.